Welcome to Junior Year Spring Training. This presentation has been created to help introduce you to college planning and the application information you need in case you want to get a head start in this process this summer. We want you to make the best plan possible for life after high school. That will take some time on your part to decide what you want to do and where you want to do it. There is no doubt, however, that all students will need to have some sort of post-secondary plan that involves more education past high school, be it trade school, certificate programs, college, on-the-job training, or the military.
So what does college really mean? Many of us have heard the word college before, but we may not understand what the word really means. College refers to any type of credential-bearing education that you pursue after high school. Typically, we'll think of 4-year or 2-year colleges such as Grand Valley State University or Kellogg Community College, but vocational schools are also considered colleges. Regardless if you pursue a trade school, a 2-year college, or a 4-year college, your completion at that program will result in a certification or degree of some sort. Therefore, whether you're a visual or an auditory or a hands-on learner, college is an option for you. Our goal is not to push you towards college, but to let you know that you are capable of achieving this option. It is the goal of the state of Michigan that by the year of 2025, 60% of Michiganders will have earned a college education. More and more jobs are requiring some form of training beyond high school. Your teachers, parents, and other adults talk about college so much because it truly is becoming a necessity for obtaining a career after high school.
To support their seniors in the post-secondary planning process, many schools in Michigan now hold 3 main events during the school year. These events are used to encourage and support seniors as they complete the necessary steps to plan their life for after high school. The 3 events are College Application Month, which is in October, the College Cash Campaign, and Decision Day. It is important to understand that this is not just a goal for Michigan students. Increasing the number of college graduates is a national goal, so many states plan events similar to these. The goal of College Application Month is for seniors to examine their plans for life after high school with the support of the counseling department. Seniors will start by exploring careers using their EDP in career cruising, learning what education and plans are necessary in order to pursue the chosen careers. For most of you, those steps will include attending some sort of college or technical program after high school. College is a very big step, and some of us may be the first in our families to go. However, you are not alone. We as a school are here to support you throughout this process. We will work through all the steps of the college application process, from how to choose schools to how to apply to them, and even ways to pay for them. The second step is the College Cash Campaign, which focuses around helping students complete their free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, and learn other ways to help pay for college, such as scholarships. Throughout your senior year, we will discuss the importance of completing your FAFSA, with the goal of every college-bound senior completing their FAFSA before graduation. The final event is Decision Day, which occurs in early May. This is a day where the school and community celebrates all seniors' plans for life after high school. There are a lot of steps students must complete towards transitioning to college and life after high school. Decision Day is a way for everyone to celebrate each senior's hard work, allow seniors to share their post-secondary plans with all, and give each student the opportunity to thank those who helped them along their educational journey.
Okay, so you might be wondering what options are available for you after you graduate high school. Let's spend some time discussing the different paths that you can choose from. Some students may not be ready to attend college right away, or they may want to save up more money before going to college. There is no timeline or expiration date on when you can go to college. However, research shows that the longer a person waits to go to college, the more difficult it may be for them to complete college. Some students may elect to go into the workforce after high school or may apply to the military. But let's spend some time talking about a phrase that I've used a few times so far in this presentation: 2-year college. What does that mean? A 2-year college is typically a community college where students go to earn an associate's degree. However, many trade programs are also offered at a community college. Some trades may not be offered in this setting, and students may need to apply to a trade school that is specific for their field. A four-year college is a university where students go to eventually earn a bachelor's degree. Now, while programs at the community college are set up for students to complete their program in 2 years and 4 years at a university, some students may finish at a slower or faster pace. Currently, the average undergrad student, that will be you soon, graduates from a 4-year degree program in approximately 5 years. However, how fast you finish a program depends on how many credits you complete per semester. Every school has their own definition of what full-time and part-time is for their school. When they're talking about this, they're referring to the amount of credits you must take to remain in that category. It is important for you to understand what every school requires for you to be full-time so that you can earn the full amount of your FAFSA. Each class you take in college is worth a particular amount of credit. For example, while an English class may be worth 3 credits, a science class may be worth 5. Every college also has their own required amount of credits per program. Be sure to compare the requirements for the programs you might be interested in at all the different colleges you are thinking about. How much you pay per credit hour will change from college to college. It is important to know that students who start at a community college can transfer to a university before or after completing their 2-year associate's degree. There is something called the macro agreement between community colleges and universities that allows students to transfer credits to a university before completing their full 2 years at the community college. The classes that you would take and that would transfer are called your basic prereq classes, or in other words, these are classes that would help you regardless of any major that you chose. Therefore, after a year at a community college, you could transfer to a university without losing any of the work that you had done. You will need to work closely with your college counselor to make sure that you are taking the correct classes for this process. However, if you're a dual enrollment student, you will want to check out the Macro website now, along with your high school counselor, to see if the college classes that you are taking in high school will transfer to the colleges that you're interested in attending after you graduate high school. Another option would be to earn your associate's degree and then transfer to a university. Over the summer, Ms. Longstreet and I recommend that you spend some time looking at the websites of each of the colleges that you are interested in attending. You will need to know what each college's average GPA and SAT score requirements are, as this is some of the information that they use when deciding if they should accept a student into their college. You will want to know what programs they offer too, as not every college offers the same majors. During the school year, the counseling department has multiple college admission representatives in the high school during ASP. It is so important for you to take advantage of these opportunities and to talk to these representatives and ask them your questions. These representatives are actually part of the team of people who admit Hastings students to their college. You can always find out who is coming through announcements, but you must sign up with Mrs. Collins to meet the reps. Furthermore, you may want to check out our college fair that is usually held in October. This is where you could talk to over 50 different college representatives from both in-state and out-of-state schools for free. These resources will only help you in determining what the best college fit is for you.
This table is helpful in providing an overall picture of the admittance statistics of all Michigan public and private schools, listing the average GPA and test scores for each. It can be helpful to use during your college search, but only as a guideline. These statistics are based upon the 50% acceptance range, meaning students with higher or lower statistics have been accepted into these schools before. Additionally, there are many other factors that colleges use to help decide whether to accept a student or not, such as teacher recommendations and essays. This table is helpful in providing an overall picture of the admittance statistics of all Michigan public and private schools, listing the average GPA and test scores for each. It can be helpful to use during your college search, but only as a guideline. These statistics are based upon the 50% acceptance range, meaning students with higher or lower statistics have been accepted into these schools before. Additionally, there are many other factors that colleges use to help decide whether to accept a student or not, such as teacher recommendations and essays.
Another thing that can help you to determine which college is right for you is to visit as many college campuses as possible. Because each campus is so different, it can be helpful to visit colleges that you may not even be interested in. This will allow you to learn about what makes each campus different and about the things that you like and dislike. We encourage you to call a college's admission department prior to your visit so that you can learn about the different opportunities that college has to offer. Sometimes colleges plan big events centered around orientating students to the benefit of their college, or they have set times where you can speak with students, professors, or admission representatives. Other times, they may have special programs available that may allow high school students to shadow a student for a day, to attend a lecture, or to stay overnight on their campus. You do not have to make an appointment prior to a visit, but keep in mind that if you just plan to visit a campus on your own, you will need to have your own plan for that day. Be sure to do your homework before the visit and have a list of things that you want to do and a list of things that you want to learn more about. Also, fill out any information cards that are available so that the college will know that you are interested in their school and how to contact you. When applying to college, you want to give yourself a variety of options. You get to choose where to apply, but colleges also get to decide who to admit. We suggest that you apply to 3 different types of schools. A safety school is a college where you exceed their admission criteria and you are fairly certain that you will be admitted. A match school is a college where you meet most of the requirements listed, but you may be missing a few things like leadership skills in a club. A reach school is a college that you have a chance at getting into, but your academic credentials may fall on the lower end of what they are looking for. Colleges can choose to accept, deny, or waitlist you. Waitlisted means that the college is not ready to make a decision and that they need more information or time before they provide you with the decision. It is important for you to know that not every college has the same deadline. You must be aware of what the deadlines are for the colleges that you are interested in. There are 3 types of applications. You can choose to apply for early decision, where if you're accepted, you must attend that school. Early action, where you can get an answer sooner, but you're not obligated to attend that school. Or you can complete a college's general application. All applications are completed on a school's website, but some schools may redirect you to a site called the Common Application. This is a tool that some colleges use for students to complete their college applications. Sometimes, one college application can be used to apply to a variety of different colleges. However, please be aware that not every college uses this site. Part of completing a college application requires your counselors to send an official copy of your high school transcript to that college. You will need to send your transcript with your initial application as well as at the end of your senior year so that colleges can review your final grades. Your counselors will only know that you need a transcript sent if you request this service through a website called Parchment. At any time, you can create an account at parchment.com. We recommend that you start requesting your transcripts to be sent sometime around August. However, do not request a transcript to be sent unless you are sure that you're going to apply to that college. You will click on the Order tab and fill out the information for the college you want us to send your transcripts to. You may want to start a folder with important information that you will need for completing your college applications and the FAFSA, such as your social security number and tax documents from this previous year. Choosing where to apply to college can be very overwhelming. There are so many different colleges out there and every one of them is so different. There is no such thing as a perfect college for you. You will find that there are many colleges that meet your needs and that you could see yourself being successful and happy at. The more research and self-exploration you do now, the more information you will have to make the best decisions for you. Here are some things to consider when comparing different colleges. Most of this information can be found on a school's website or by calling their admission office. Your counselors will be able to assist you with this process and will be there to provide you with handouts throughout your senior year. You may find similar resources on College Board's website. However, please know that we expect you to have looked at some of these items before college application week in October. We will talk to you more about some of these things next year. A lot of colleges may look exciting to you right now, but college is not a short-term decision. Be sure you are making decisions considering your mindset and your needs 3 or 4 years out from now. When completing your college applications, be sure to pay attention to the details. These are some of the common mistakes that students make when completing their college applications. If the colleges that you are applying to require an essay, be sure you are editing your documents to reflect the proper school's name. We encourage you all to create an email that is separate from your high school email. Although most colleges will provide you with an email once you have been accepted to their school, we want to make sure that you are getting information over the summer once you have graduated from high school. Your high school email may not be available or reliable once you graduate. Be sure to check your email and your college accounts regularly so that you do not miss anything from the colleges. Sometimes there are errors where part of your application is incomplete because maybe a transcript was not sent on time, or there is a computer glitch, or you forgot to fill out a question. A college can deny you if you have an incomplete application. Do not let this happen to you. Over the course of your senior year, you will hear the word FAFSA used a lot. FAFSA stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, and it is an online application that you complete to get money from the federal government for college. The application will require your parents and your tax information. You and your parent will both need to create an FSA ID on the website before you can complete your actual FAFSA. When you apply for the FAFSA, you are applying for 3 types of aid: loans, grants, and work study. Loans are money that you will eventually have to pay back. Grants, also known as gift aid, are money that you do not have to pay back. And work study is when you have a part-time job, but the money you earn is used only to pay for your education. The FAFSA will open this year on October 1st, and the priority deadline for completing the FAFSA for Michigan is March 1st. Scholarships are another form of aid, but these do not come from the FAFSA. Scholarships can be merit or non-merit based. Merit refers to your academic achievement. Most of the time, scholarships consider both your grades and your extracurricular activities. There are many scholarship tools available for you online, but please know that you should never have to pay for a scholarship. We will explore more about scholarships next year, but it is never too early to get a head start. While the FAFSA is based on how much money you and your parents made last year, scholarships are based on a completely different set of factors. You've probably heard that there's a scholarship out there for almost anything, like making a prom dress out of duct tape, for being left-handed, or for having a certain heritage. Although all these scholarships are out there, there are many more to choose from. Scholarships are typically based on factors like what a student has done or what they will do in the future. Sometimes scholarships consider a family's income, race, gender, academics, etc., but not always. Some may renew every year, and some may be a one-time award. Every scholarship is unique and based on a variety of variables. Sometimes these scholarships come from big corporations like Burger King, and sometimes they come from independent donors who want to support a particular mission. An example of this would be Ashley's Dream, which aims to spread awareness about the dangers of drinking and driving. Other scholarships may come from a college, and they may or may not have academic requirements attached to them, like holding a certain GPA, having a certain major, or taking a certain amount of credit hours per semester. During your senior year, the counseling department will make sure that you are aware of the variety of scholarship opportunities that are out there, like the Berry Community Foundation and the local scholarship packet. Students can always check out the scholarship drawer located by Mrs. Collins' desk. Be careful to avoid scholarship scams. Scholarships should never guarantee an award just for applying. They are always free, and they do not require personal information from you like your social security number. So now we're going to review how all this information fits into your senior year. Prior to returning to school in August, you will want to make sure you have created a Parchment and a College Board account. You will also want to have had your parents and you create an FSA ID for your FAFSA. Additionally, you will want to have done some research on the different colleges, created a list of colleges to apply to, and be aware of all of those colleges' application deadlines. Between the months of August and October, Mrs. Longstreet and I will be helping you to complete your college applications and to get you started on completing your FAFSA. Seniors and their parents can also expect to have a one-on-one meeting with a counselor to discuss their students' individual post-secondary plans. During the months of November and December, seniors should be finishing their college applications and transitioning their focus to finding sources for paying for college. Seniors who apply to colleges in the months of August and September may also start to receive their college acceptance letters. Between the months of February and April, students will receive their acceptance letters as well as their financial aid award letters that come from completing their FAFSA. These letters will come from the colleges that the students were accepted to and will provide details about how much it will cost them to go to that school for 1 year. It is only for 1 year because you file a FAFSA every year, and your income can change year to year. The FAFSA will also generate something called a SAR, or a Student Aid Report. This will outline how much money the federal government is giving to the student and in what form: loans, grants, or work study. Students will then compare how much it costs to go to a school with how much aid they have been awarded to decide how much money they should accept from the federal government. In other words, students get to choose how much money they want to take out and in what forms. You do not have to accept the full amount that you are awarded. We will explore this more next year. In the months of May and June, students will make a decision about where they will attend or what their plans will be after high school. Students who will be attending college will need to determine their living arrangements, transportation, meal plans, and make any payments towards the college as a down payment. Students will also register for classes and attend their college's orientation. I know that we have covered a lot of information today, and I just want to thank you all for being such good listeners. Mrs. Longstreet and I hope that this information answered some of your questions and that it helped to shape some of your summer bucket lists. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask one of us. We look forward to seeing you in the fall and talking to you about all this stuff even more. Thank you.